Welcome to the lesson 4 of the Arabic course. In this lesson we will look at exercise 2, and exercise 2 is about reading signs, some new reading signs. So when you've looked at exercise 2, you'll have seen all the common reading signs in Arabic. That is, signs that give important information about how to read a word. Now, if you look at the first word, again, the first word is the rightmost word, the first line, but from right to left. The first word starts with a lam. See that the difference between a lam and an alif is that the lam does connect to the left. So you see this consonant starting the word is connected to the following consonant, which is a ye. And because of this connection, we can be certain that the first consonant in this word is a lam and not an alif, because the alif is not allowed to connect to the left. On top of the lam we have the line indicating a called fatha, and then a ye. Now, we talked about vowel letters, consonants used as vowels. Ye was one of them. Ye can be used as a vowel letter, unless it has its own reading sign, or also unless it comes after the wrong vowel, so to speak. In this case, we have an a before a, and then a ye, which we then are to read lay, because the ye has a reading sign. The reading sign is the circle, the small circle on top of the ye, which is called sukun. Sukun means silence, and that's exactly what the reading sign is about. So the sukun indicates that there's no vowel here. So the function of the sukun is simple. It simply indicates the absence of a vowel in that place. In other words, the ye will clash with the following consonant, which is a sin, and they're giving the result laysa. Laysa, so the ye and the s clash. They are pronounced just after each other. Laysa, which is a negation. There is not in Arabic, by the way. Okay. Next word here also starts with a lam. Again, you can see the difference between lam and alif by the connection of this lam. Lam with a dhamma on top, lu, and then a rain, ra, lu, ra. And then after lura, you have a combination of two consonants. See, the consonant looks as a regular he, but it has two dots over. Now the two dots derived from the te, and actually this letter is read as a te. The thing is that this is the regular feminine ending for feminine nouns in Arabic, and this is due to the language history. An original he became te, so they did not change the he consonant, but they simply placed two te dots over it to indicate that it was in fact to be read as a te. So whenever you see a he with two dots at the end of a word, it's to be read as a t. On top of that, you have what looks like a dhamma, an u vowel, but there's a small horizontal stroke at the end of the vowel. If you compare the dhamma in the beginning of this word, lu, to the dhamma at the end of this word, you see that this short upwards stroke is found at number 2 dhamma in this word, and that indicates an n. that the vowel, in other words, are to be read as un, and the whole word is to be read as luratun. That n is the indefinite article, indicating a. So luratun means a language. Luratu without the n would be language, but luratun with the n indicates a language. It's called nunation or tanween, and that is present in. You have a way of indicating such a nun, also with the a vowel and with the e vowel, which we shall see in the following couple of words. Next word in this line, which is then the third word, starts with a mim and an u. Then there's a he and an a, muha, and then another mim with an a, but also with a what looks like and actually is a tiny sheen. Sheen, albeit without the 3 dots that constitutes sheen. This form, this shape, is a reading sign called shadda. Shadda means strengthening, and it means that the consonant is lengthened. In older grammars you'll see the term doubled. The consonant is doubled. Actually, the thing is that it's long. It's not there twice. It's long. It's simply a long consonant. Just as we have long vowels, some or many or even most languages, to some extent, have also long consonants. So this is a long consonant. The lengthening of consonants is an important grammatical feature which distinguishes between different meanings. So your job is to, of course, extract the meaning of text, and hence this shadda is an important reading sign to know. And the final consonant of this word is a del, and it has another dhamma with tanween, another dhamma with an ending, with an n ending. So this word is to be read Muhammadun, which is the name Muhammad. We know it as Muhammad. Muhammad, this word Muhammad means attractive, by the way. Fourth word in this sentence is farkhan. F-A, and then the ra. The ra has a sukun on top, the circle on top. Far, then a khe, and then an n. Now what's this thing with the 2 vowels and the alif at the end? Well, this is simply the way the nunation or the tanween or the n sound, the indefinite article, is written after an a vowel. So farkha would means chicken. Farkhan is a chicken. And the n is indicated by in 2 ways. First, the fatha vowel, the a vowel, the line is doubled. In other words, we have 2 lines, 2 parallel lines, and then this alif is added at the end. So chicken, the regular word for chicken, this word, without without an indefinite article, is farkha. In this case, actually in the accusative case. The thing is with these vowels at the end, they indicate cases also, which we'll come back to. And it would be written without the final alif, unless it's in the indefinite state. The following word is to be read rajulin. We have a ra, a fatha, a jim, a dhamma, a lam, and then a kasra with tanween. A kasra, an i vowel at the end, doubled. And the doubling of this i, of this kasra, of this i vowel, gives the n. So rajulu is man, or rajuli is man in the genitive. Rajulin is a man, or a man's. So again, the nunation, the doubling of the kasra stroke, indicates indefinite article. Good. Now, if you look at the second line here, the last word. So we're going now one line down and the end of the line, that's to the utmost left of the second line of Arabic in exercise 2. There is another, slightly rarer but still important vowel sign or reading sign, which is, in this PDF it's kind of hard to distinguish from a fatha. It looks just like a fatha. It's a line on top of the alif in this case. The last word of the second sentence is a second line, is to be read elatun. Now there's a slight difference between the fatha and this reading sign, which is called a medda, and that is that the fatha is slightly tilted, the medda is more straight. If you see medda in a proper Arabic text, it's more like a waved line. Anyways, the medda has the function of long A. The thing is that a long A is not written after, if you have an aleph, you don't write another aleph to indicate long A. So any aleph that's followed by a long A, you use the medda. The medda, which also then contains the hamza. The hamza was the sign that indicates that aleph is to be read as a consonant. So this is simply a writing convention. You don't write two alephs next to each other. You simply write one aleph and then you put the other one, you sort of tilt it, wave it a little bit, call it madda, and there you go. Another example of this type of, or the other example of this type of writing in Arabic is found in the next line. And you go to the fourth word in the next line. That's the third line of Arabic text in exercise 2. And the fourth word, which is to be read salamun. Salamun. Sin, lam, and then actually lam is followed by an aleph. The aleph is sort of tilted a little bit. That's because the aleph is written together with a lam like that. For some reason the aleph was written together like as a ligature with the lam in this way in classical Arabic, and they've stick to that. Another thing to be aware of, if you go to the end of this line, safe'un, you find the word safe'un. Now what's going on here is that first we have sod, the emphatic S, so, and then fe, a long F, an F with a long A, safe, and then un. That on the line there, the software has made this letter slightly large. It's supposed to be small. It's supposed to be a regular hamza. When you read regular Arabic text, this hamza will be smaller. So the thing is that sometimes you find a hamza. The hamza again is what indicates the glottal stop. You normally use with the aleph. But in some positions you don't get this hamza is not written above an aleph. It can be written here, just above a regular line. Sometimes with a waw and a ya, depending on the letter context, the sound context. And never mind that. What is important for you to know is that any hamza is simply to be read as a glottal stop, as a stop between two vowels. In this case, safe'un. Safe'un, not safaun, but safe'un. You hear the stop between the e and the un. Safe'un. That's the function of the hamza. If you look at line 5, the first word of line 5 in this exercise, you have a ya with a hamza, fi etan. Fi etan. Again, never mind that it's on top of a ya. You find it with a waw, with a ya, with an aleph, sometimes simply on the line. But always it means, or it indicates this stop. Fi etan in this case, sorry. Okay, Now, these explanations are enough for you to read this exercise. So I wanted to complete this whole exercise again, just as you did exercise 1. Now you simply, again you transcribe the words on a separate piece of paper. Then you check to see if you've transcribed them correctly by use of the key to exercise 2. Then you read the exercise through a couple of times. Again, the first time you do it and you transcribe it, it will take a long time. Second time you read it, it will take a little bit less time. And the third and fourth time it will be somewhat quicker. And it's good for you to start your Arabic reading career with actually reading the Arabic out loud for yourself or for your study group, because that will help your brain sort of to recognize that this is actually a language that we're dealing with. Yeah. So please complete exercise 2 and then continue with the listening to lesson 5. Thank you.